Have you ever found yourself alone in a social setting and you get a sudden rush of anxiety? You start thinking that everyone is judging you for being alone. Your mind starts racing and you don't know how to process this feeling. It's perfectly normal to feel like this. Here are 5 strategies that will help you transform this uncomfortable experience to a peaceful and fulfilling one. It's okay to be alone. The best relationship you can have is with yourself. It's healthy and necessary to spend time alone to experience, appreciate, and love yourself. So number 1, realize that nobody cares. If you feel that you're under constant observation and that everyone is noticing your actions, you're wrong. It's all in your head. This is what social psychologists call the spotlight effect. Let me explain. The spotlight effect is a tendency to overestimate how much other people notice our appearance or behavior, placing a spotlight on our mistakes or flaws for all the world to see. Humans overestimate the extent to which people are observing and judging us. This perspective of the spotlight effect is corrupting our minds in thinking that what we feel is a real representation of the external world. The good news is, it's perfectly normal to experience the spotlight effect. The truth is, people are too busy in their own life and likely aren't even noticing. For the most part, they're even thinking the same thing as you, but about themselves. Realize that nobody cares if you're alone, and that realization becomes so liberating. To understand that we get so caught up in our own actions and behaviors that we forget to be with ourselves. Let's go back to the story of when you're alone in a social setting. What do you usually do when you're alone or you're bored? For the majority of people, you're going to doom scroll and distract yourself from being present. So number 2, get off your phone. Make intentional efforts to remove yourself from your phone. The next time you're alone and you have nothing else to do, make it fun. Make it a game to yourself to see how long you can go without going on your phone. Look around you. Observe. Observe the noises, observe the people, observe the details. The amazing part is, the moment you're in right now is the only time it will ever occur. Each experience is unique, never to be repeated in exactly the same way. Stop distracting yourself with all the mindless noise that comes from your phone, but immerse yourself to your surrounding. That little device that you have is the one thing that is preventing you from being present and actually processing your emotions and feelings in a healthy way. Sometimes, you may even subconsciously reach for your phone in settings like this. The next time it happens, catch yourself and try to understand why you did what you did. That leads me to number 3, take uninterrupted walks. You're probably thinking, what does uninterrupted mean? Uninterrupted means to go for a walk without your phone. The main purpose for taking a walk should be to pull yourself away from the simulation of the world and take time to be present with yourself. Instead of taking this time to be connected to your phone, be connected to the world. It doesn't matter if it's a short 5-minute walk or a long 1-hour walk. It is just an opportunity for your mind to take a deep breath and fully be with yourself. The uninterrupted walks allow your mind to wander and process thoughts more freely. Take a fresh breath of air, get some vitamin D, look around, look at the flowers, the plants, the trees. Life is beautiful once you start observing and taking in the time that you have alone without distractions. Think back to all the shower thoughts that you've had. Do you ever wonder why shower thoughts exist? The reason shower thoughts exist is because you're in a state of relaxation and you have no distractions except the act of showering. So, along with shower thoughts, you can now have walking thoughts. Not only that, you get some good exercise in the process. Number 4, engage in a creative hobby. Humans have the capability to create. You need to create. It is a fundamental aspect of human nature. Sometimes you can get so caught up in the repetitive routines of daily life that you become so creatively drained that you forget who you are. You're not able to express yourself freely and without judgment. You get so caught up in living for others that you forget to live for yourself. Creativity provides an outlet for self-expression and focus. It promotes a sense of self-accomplishment. Creative hobbies encourage self-discovery, allowing you to explore your interests and identity and create based on yourself. Whether it's writing, drawing, sewing, photography, the main intention is to create. Some of you may say, I'm not creative enough. Hobbies aren't served to be a competition. They are served for you to enjoy and experiment through yourself. Where one person is in their creative journey doesn't undervalue your own creativity. By embracing creativity, you learn to appreciate your own company, finding satisfaction and peace in the process of exploring your inner world. Spending time alone no longer feels like a purposeless task, but an opportunity to connect with yourself on a deeper level. This deeper connection with yourself is a crucial aspect of the next strategy. Number 5, self-care, which is fundamentally about achieving a balance and nurturing your well-being. Achieving a balance between physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual self-care. This is a topic that can be expanded so much further. But the main point is this: self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's so much more than having a face routine or a steady sleep schedule. It's having genuine self-respect and self-compassion, allowing you to show up as your best self in all aspects of your life. It's having enough self-care that you're able to do uncomfortable things with yourself to then lead to the enjoyment of your own company. By continuously tuning into your needs, you start living in a way that supports your overall happiness and fulfillment. You begin to realize the amount of value that you have and the potential that is within you, and how much control you have over your life. Self-care allows you to truly see that you are worthy of time, effort, and attention. Let's summarize. Learning to enjoy time alone begins with understanding that it's perfectly normal to feel anxious when you're with yourself in social settings. Number one is realizing that nobody cares as much as we think they do, allowing us to be liberated from the pressure of the spotlight effect. Number two, removing distractions like our phones allow us to be present and fully appreciate our surroundings. Number three, taking uninterrupted walks provide an opportunity to connect with nature and ourselves, allowing mindfulness and relaxation. Number four, creative hobbies tap into our innate ability to create, offering a fulfilling way to express ourselves freely. Number five, self-care is crucial to create balance in our lives, to cultivate genuine self-respect and self-compassion. Enjoying time alone transforms into a beautiful journey of self-discovery and personal growth. The relationship that you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. You'll realize you'll have a power that never fails, where you need nothing more than yourself.